if I die tomorrow. I hope you hear these words. I ain't here to flip no birds or sip no serve. Hope the future generations can get this urge. Stay woke, youngin', and avenge these nerds.
Yay, we're here.
Yo, what is up?
We are here. It's Tuesday.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Happy belated to Val. Coming in hot and
Yes,
fresh from
happy
vacay.
birthday.
Literally. Thank you, guys. It literally just got back today. Um,
And your arms are tired.
everything is tired.
It was the
I suck at traveling. Is just sucky, and I get swollen kinkles, and it's just really bad.
No.
It's not fun.
I mean, was it a good vacation though?
Yes, much needed time away, relaxation, simplifying life. It was just great. I went to Puerto Rico, visited a friend who lives out in Ponce, and it was amazing.
Ooh, nice.
So you got the sun, the drinks, the food.
Yeah, all of that. It was great. It was great.
So what are we talking about tonight, guys?
We are finally, because you caught up and watched it, talking about
Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I did a thing, guys.
Let's see.
Uh-oh.
No,
I did
You
it.
pulled the trigger?
I did it.
Bro.
I did it.
Oh boy.
Oh
my
gosh.
Oh boy.
That's gonna be fun.
Comes tomorrow.
Oh, you wasn't playing.
It was on sale for. It was. Yeah.
It was on sale for how much?
It was on sale for like it had like a 12, like 7 something, and then I had some gift card money, like some gift card money and some Amex points. So I only paid like $200 out of pocket for it.
That's
which
not
isn't bad.
All things considered.
Mhm.
Woo, far.
Bong's gonna be like, yo,
Yeah,
you want to
so-
come on the show?
No,
That's
it's gonna be
that's
built
that's
in the
a
office.
long
I'm not moving
weekend.
it.
Yeah, that's
Well,
a
I
long
mean, I
weekend
have
build.
2 weeks off coming up soon, so
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
gonna
And
be
I
fun.
got to stand
Are
for it.
you vacay or you got work from home? Or work from home?
I mean, I always work from home, but no, I vacate. I've got 8 more business days now,
Nice.
and then I'm off for 2
Yeah,
weeks.
I get work from home from like the 20th to like day after New Year's.
New Year's.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm gonna be my last day of the 23rd, all the way until New Year. So that's like 10 consecutive days.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Nice.
I do the 16th until the 3rd.
Nice.
Speaking of vacations, I booked my Euro trip. Let's go. So in
Yay.
March, I will be gone from the 19th to the 29th. If I show up on the show, I will be in the UK time zone. So we'll have to figure that out.
5 hours ahead.
Yep.
There you go. It's an early day or late day. I don't know. It's one of those days. Just make sure.
I probably will be like just wrapping up work for
just
that
make
day.
sure you get off the flight, get an Irish coffee. An Irish coffee did help out on that European trip.
I will do that. I'm
Irish
apparently
coffee.
I'm probably owed
Is
a
that
Coffee
with
with-
lot.
alcohol?
Coffee with bourbon.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
probably owed
yeah.
a lot when I get over there because we're doing like a whole culture exchange. A lot of my coworkers have never had coquito, and I was like, well,
You bring it.
I could bring coquito, but I found that Bacardi makes coquito, like their own coquito.
Yeah,
It's not the same.
it's not the same, but
It's not the same.
It's
But
it's
it's a hit. But it hits the fix if you don't have a spot.
Exactly. So like homemade is always going to be better, but this pretty good. Slaps.
So I think we're gonna take a vote, maybe skip Willow and wait till we get back to talk about it, get it as a whole. Because Val, you celebrate your birthday. We're not gonna, again, spoil it for
I don't
you.
mind. I don't mind.
Salud.
You don't mind spoiling it?
I don't mind if you guys want to
mean-
talk about it. You guys can talk
Right.
about it, but we do
there's
have
not
to.
I mean, there's
enough
not
in the
there's
first
not enough
episode
really. The
to
first two
really-
episodes, yeah,
For
because they
what?
really spoke for Willow.
For Willow.
For Willow, I feel like you have to watch the first and second episode. So like, if we're only talking the first, let's wait till next week where we'll talk the first two.
Well, I mean, like,
Well, I
at
will
the
be
end of
with
the-
you guys next
guys
week.
won't
This
be
is
with
my last
us.
episode this for the year.
Yeah.
We'll figure it
mean,
out.
I won't
We'll
be
figure
in
it
for
out.
the
We will-
finale.
We'll cross
So-
that bridge when we get to it. No worries.
I mean, if you really think about it, though, the first 2 episodes for Willow, to be quite honest, you don't get into the meats and bones of the show. It's just really getting back into the world of Willow.
Mhm.
And if you saw the movie, there's a lot of references to the movie.
Yeah.
They did a really
Okay.
good job of like making it feel like a handoff to the
Yeah.
next, to
Yeah.
the
I
series.
mean, we watched we watched the movie on Sunday or Monday, and then we watched the 2 episodes yesterday. So
Is
Was
the
it the
movie
first time
on
watching
Disney
the movie?
Plus?
yeah,
it
it is.
is. It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it because I
Because
haven't
never,
watched it since I was like
I,
in high school, I
know-
think.
I have no recollection. It was my first time watching it.
I mean, I'll be
Really?
honest.
I watched it quite a bit when I was a
Hello.
kid because they gave it a lot on Channel 11 after the Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
So Willow was one that I saw every
I
time
always
it
watched
aired.
it for when it came on Sci-Fi. My mom, if Willow was on, my mom saw it. We're watching Willow.
Listen, I appreciate Willow more watching it now, the movie, than I did as a kid, because there are references that you get now as an adult that you didn't get as a kid.
Mhm.
Yo, they threw down peck like the N-word like crazy when it was like, you peck, little peck. And then I don't know, there was just a lot of little side stuff that was going on. There was like, okay, I definitely would have noticed. It's like the guy was
I
like,
mean-
oh, I'm gonna breed. You want to breed with me?
Yeah, it was this
Sir.
some.
I was like,
I mean, this is a family movie from the 80s, though.
Yeah, the
You know.
80s was a wild time, man.
You know, you got brother kissing sister, so it's okay.
Not okay, but
To them, it was. I mean, not in Disney Plus because they removed that scene, but
really,
yes, it is edited out in Disney Plus.
Wow, that's crazy.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I would
'Cause
rather see the movie in its.
I also-
it's
But I also
so
feel like if
hard
you take that
get the
out, you
originals.
still don't really like. It doesn't do anything other than the fact that we're like,
I think
that's
I have-
weird.
I
It
think I have the
doesn't do
original DVD.
anything, but I don't want those types of movies to be edited for what they were.
I mean,
think
but
that
they're edited to all hell. It's so hard to get the
Originals.
originals like
VHSs.
to get them. There's the Kirby or the Herbie edition where this guy, he did a whole project. He pulled Laserdisc. He pulled like all these different things to get the original cuts of the trilogy in Blu-ray definition, and they're
Good
fantastic.
God.
They're really great, but everyone wants them to be released, so
what's
we
going
have
on,
them.
George.
But I don't know if we'll get them.
Yeah, I mean,
Thank you.
Yep. Wait, happy birthday! So for those who don't know,
So are we
But,
talking Willow or are we not talking Willow? What's the game plan here?
I think we are not talking. We are jumping
I mean,
straight
there's
into
not-
C. Listen,
I
I'm
mean,
here for it. There's
Just
three.
some
There's
backstory, guys.
also 3 seasons of C to talk about.
Yes, let's
Yeah, I don't know if you want to break it down like that, but but I see.
I got
it's not as
notes.
fresh for me
I got notes, fam.
as it is for you guys because I watched this while it was happening, as opposed to you guys just binging it within the last couple weeks.
but before that, you mean we're gonna binge on.
announcements.
Listen,
You
we
can
gotta
hear
do
it.
it.
You can hear the
sigh, the
disappointment in
disappointment.
Toad's voice.
It happens.
Ugh.
Oh man, don't worry.
That is not disappointment to all of the folks that you're shouting out. It is literally just about the transition.
Yep.
Yeah, it was really, really bad. But
I tell you,
okay.
I'm just gonna find just a way to ego it in there. That's it.
You get one a year, man. You get one good transition a year. Anyway, come on. We're 9
That's
minutes
it.
in and we haven't even talked about the topic. Let's go.
Okay, make sure you check out Bonet Studios at
Thank you,
patreon.com.
Orlis.
Bonet Studios. Again, you guys could get to go see my web comics there, including Concrete Kombat. Make sure you guys are checking out Law's YouTube channel. Twitch channel on Thursdays and Sundays, 6 p.m., 4 p.m. He is live on the channel, kicking into his games. Make sure you're checking out Val's other podcast TV. Again, a great place for women's conversations and everything. So make sure you're checking them out. They're on YouTube. If you guys also, the link is in the description. We've also put them up in our feature channel on YouTube. So if you want to check back with all the feature channels, go to our YouTube page. You'll see TV and other channels of guests and everybody that we've been there. So they're featured on there as well. Make sure you guys are checking out the Medusa's Cascade. The schedule is going to be changing now. It'll be every other Saturday.
Yep.
And there's also the recaps that are coming out, which is pretty dope. We'll get to from that. Make sure you guys are checking out Lou Cyphs' album, The Motive. Link is in the description. Lou says what's up and Happy New Year to you guys. And he wants to say what's up to the crew. He says he's looking to get back on the show. Make sure you guys are catching Catch the Craze. They go on the hour before us at 8 p.m. on Tuesdays. So make sure you guys are subscribing to them. And make sure you guys are checking out Pong's show on twitch.tv. stuff for slash the Sin Shop. And that is it for announcements. And the last announcement is happy birthday, Vmac. There we go. Announcements.
What was with the speed run edition today?
I don't know.
I know you did it in a minute and a half, man.
Yo, like, okay, sure.
I mean, we were talking shit, but you didn't have to speed through it.
Yeah,
A
like,
speed run.
why?
All
All
right,
right.
I just did it. It just happened.
Just can we do an honorable mention before we get into our topic? Because this is something that I got like goosebumps over. The Transformers trailer.
We can talk about it for a bit. We had all the trailers drop, so we can talk about it.
Well, I haven't seen all of them because I've been kind of away. Okay. But the Transformers one I watched a few times before I left on
you guys
Wednesday?
being the huge Transformers people that you are, I have only like an investment in Beast Wars. Like that's my like this is my Transformers. So like when I saw they're keeping it in the same universe, I was just like,
Beast Wars is my Transformers.
I was just like, what? So like I want to like it, but I don't know what they're
They're
doing.
They're in there.
I know.
Well, this is
right.
not
the thing is, isn't my confusion isn't the Gorilla Prime? And why are they in this thing?
So they're doing it like they did on
I'm not talking about
one
in the
of the
I'm
Netflix
talking about in the
series.
Cartoons.
No. They're different people.
No. They're separate because even in Beast Wars, the ship crash lands into Earth and Primal finds them and he finds Prime sitting there. Then he merges Sparks and then that's how he becomes Optimal Optimus. But Prime and Primal are two separate beings.
Oh, I don't remember that being a thing when I was a kid watching that cartoon.
Yeah, that's how he becomes Optimal Optimus, and then he drops Megatron into lava, and then that's when Megatron becomes Transmetal 2 and becomes a dragon. Yeah,
I thought it was a whole like parallel universe, like
alternate timeline kind of thing. Watch this because I don't recall.
Well, the thing about Transformers, there's no one conclusive story. Primal was like the Netflix series. Primal was a future version.
Right, that's what I thought they were doing with this.
But in this, it's like in the original Beast Wars, they came through in the past. So it's like really because like there's a YouTube channel that talks about like when Transformers first came out, there was just no cohesive story. It was a toy line that was just a cartoon.
Like He-Man.
But yeah, and now it's like they've been building up the story. So Primal is after Prime. He's like in Cybertron years later. He's like inherited. What's up, Michelle?
Yeah.
So he's a different Prime. And in Primal's universe, they established in the Netflix series that Lo was talking about that Prime eventually becomes Nemesis Prime. He ends up becoming a villain. Nemesis Prime is like an all-black Prime. And then as Galvatron is Megatron. So Megatron ends up becoming Galvatron in the future. So that's what they played with that. And then they started playing off with parallel universes with the Netflix one, which was interesting. It was interesting.
I was just hyped to see that scene with the Porsche. And that when he comes out of it, that was freaking awesome. And RC looking like RC from the 1980s movie.
Yep.
And also the transition of Primal transforming was freaking awesome. And then the cheetah, when you see it in the air, that was freaking awesome. I was like, oh my
Cheetah's
God,
my boy. Listen, I'm here for like Beast Wars. Like, don't get me wrong. But we all saw last night or wherever the hell that thing was.
Okay, but that's a different director. So I think after last night we got Bumblebee. Bumblebee was very good.
Bumblebee was amazing.
Bumblebee was so
good.
I think this takes place.
I kind of put Bumblebee like in its own little pocket.
No, it takes place.
This takes place after.
This movie takes place
before
Bumblebee looks like very similar to what he looked like in that movie.
Also, in
this trailer. So does this take place? Does this time bubble take place before they meet Sam Witwicky in the original?
I think this takes place before because they're going off of the Bumblebee movie because RC made a cameo in the Bumblebee movie, and the Bumblebee movie felt closer to what the Transformers and then Optimus Prime.
Are they ignoring part 1, 2, and 3?
I think what they're going to end up doing.
This is taking place before then. That's what I thought. My assumption, anyway.
It's either that or they might introduce again a multiverse concept with bringing in Primal. What's cool is that we're getting Mirage. That's the Porsche, and with Cheetah and Mirage in it, that Cheetah was like the Beast Wars versions, like of Mirage and all that, the personalities and everything. Rat Trap I think felt more like with Bumblebee in some ways. But it's gonna be interesting now that we're getting Mirage, who does the whole thing where he can like create duplicates of himself to like, you know, throw off people. I was like, oh, Mirage is in
That
it.
scene was awesome.
So, but it's gonna be interesting because with it, yeah.
There is what is it?
No, that there's a movie. We're talking about the new movie coming
there's
out.
a movie, but there's also the show that we were
There's
talking
a
about.
show. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
the
a
show-
show on Netflix.
Yeah, there's a show on
Yeah.
Netflix that's 3
Yeah.
seasons, and 6 episodes each season. And it was a pretty good storytelling of Transformers because it took it like the war went to a different direction where Prime split decision with sending out the Allspark into like off of Cybertron, kind of changed things up and kind of like created a whole alternate parallel world and everything. It was
War of Cybertron.
Yeah.
Or War for Cybertron.
Okay, I'm gonna check that out.
no spoilers on that, but and it really spun a whole cool toy line. Obviously, I have a few of them, but it was a great. I think it was a good retelling of the Transformers lore without messing with the Transformers lore because this was a whole alternate thing. Bumblebee is in there.
Code Yeager saga.
What? I haven't seen trailers for the new movies because I didn't like this Cade Yeager.
The Cade Yeager saga.
Oh,
Cade Yeager.
That is what's his name? Oh my god.
Okay, so just to give you guys all a answer, Rise of the Beast
Wahlberg.
is a prequel to
Sorry.
Michael Bay's movies.
Okay.
Okay.
It is. So yeah, that's it. Definitely gave me that feeling. Based on what
Yeah.
Bumblebee looked
It
like.
happens in 94. Bumblebee happened in 87. So those two are taking place before Michael Bay. So they're rebooting it before all the Michael Bay shit happens.
Got it. Okay.
those movies were rough.
Interesting.
I wonder if they're gonna do the timeline.
No,
split
the
that a lot of
Cade
people-
Yeager. I'm with Michelle on that. When they start that storyline was just so.
Who
I
was
can't
Cade
believe
Yeager again?
Mark
Oh,
Wahlberg's character.
Oh yeah,
Mark Wahlberg's
Oh.
character is supposed to be
Yeah.
a genius, but works in a dump shop, and he just doesn't play genius well.
I stopped watching those movies after 3.
Yeah.
No, I still watched each one. I just don't enjoy them all. I still, they're
Isn't one of them-
okay.
Isn't one of them like 3 hours long? And you have to wait to the end to see some
The last
Dinobots?
night. The last night.
The
Last night.
Oh, I didn't see the last night. I completely skipped
Oh,
that
I
one
watched
because
them
when they brought in the Dinobots and completely shafted the Dinobots in the movie that was supposed to showcase them, I was like,
How did they
this is-
shaft them?
They waited to the very
Everyone
end to
said
kind
they
of show
showed
them.
up at the end.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it was like a 3-hour movie, and then the
And
Dinobots showed up at the end. I was like,
Also,
"All right, I'm not-"
as
I
a
mean, they
as
aren't great,
a
but-
huge like King Arthur fan, they shitted on that too. Like just
Yeah,
putting
yeah,
that
it
out
was-
there. I was just like, why? What are we doing here?
No, I
Yeah.
was skeptical. I mean, when they first said they were doing Beast Wars, I was like kind of
Right,
confused.
Yep,
And
that's
then,
what I-
but then we saw the trailer, and I was like, my interest is peaked.
First of all, that
Bumblebee was fantastic,
Trailer
but the
was-
first
yeah,
three, like,
no, it was. The first 3,
Yeah.
I love the first
Um,
3. I
mean,
love the
once
first
they
one.
got rid of what's the girlfriend?
Oh,
Because she's
Megan
only in the
Fox?
first 2. Yeah, Meg Fox. Once she was gone in 3 after Shia LaBeouf now has a new girlfriend. It was and then
I didn't mind the new girlfriend. Like I
Yeah,
just
it
didn't.
was
I
okay.
wasn't sure where they were going. The other ones afterwards were just like,
I was like,
Yeah,
this-
no,
it
after
didn't feel like
that-
Transformers anymore. Like the first 3
Yeah,
felt like
Shia LaBeouf-
Transformers.
mhm.
needed to stay in it. I think he built something with our connection with the
Mm, but
Transformers. in the first
it-
three.
Him and what's his fucking the guy who's the sheriff.
Jamal? Josh Jamal?
Yes.
But
Yeah,
I think the problem was that again, it's nothing. It's like where he was at with his headspace. I don't think that's why the studio didn't recast him.
Oh, I get it.
But
I get it. I just
the
don't
whole-
agree.
Yeah, I mean, Mark Wahlberg plays Mark Wahlberg. And he's played some of my
Mhm.
favorite characters, and he's also played characters that I didn't like. So it's like it's a mix. It's always a toss up with Mark. Like he's but
He
yeah,
needs to-
Bumblebee
he's
Bumblebee
getting
really
his
did
lane.
resave this. Yeah, Bumblebee did really save the franchise for me though, because Bumblebee was like it was really really good.
It was done so good,
yeah.
so good.
Yeah.
But for those who are wondering what we're talking about today, we were going to talk about Willow. I could say this is that the first 2 episodes of Willow, definitely watch it. If you've seen the movie, honestly, there's no meats and bones into this, but just introducing new characters that we're going to see that you see in Willow, and bringing back Warwick Davis, who again gets to reprise his role. So Willow, definitely go check it out. The first 2 episodes, I believe we're going to get meat and bones in the 3rd episodes. But yeah, trailers that is out Transformers, which we were just talking about. Another trailer that came out. What was another trailer? Guardians. We got the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer.
I have not seen.
Wow, fam.
Okay, listen. I only got to see the Transformers one because Seabass put it out on my nerd chat, and then I wasn't in the know because I was focused on Vacation Brain.
Did you at least see Cocaine Bear?
No,
that trailer was amazing.
I was just about to ask that. Did you see Cocaine Bear?
Yo,
I don't know what that is.
It's based on a true story too. It's crazy.
I am here for the unhinged B-list movies that are about to come out in the next few months.
I'm not.
When I say
the unhinged B-listing things, that doesn't sound like a good introduction.
Yo, hold on.
Were you and Michelle on vacation together? Because both of y'all were just like, "What's going on?"
I know. What have we been doing, Michelle? I have no idea. I definitely am going to check it out right now.
We have the David Harbour Violent Night.
I need to see that.
Violet. Is that with the Santa Claus?
Yes.
Okay, that one. I saw the commercials for that one.
We have Cocaine Bear. We have hold on.
Bear.
I'm already pulling it up. I'm right there. I got it.
Michelle, Cocaine
wait,
Bear.
wait, but I want to see Guardians trailer. If you're gonna put a trailer, that would be the one I want to see.
I'm sending you all the trailers, Val. I'm sending you that,
thanks.
And then I'm sending you Guardians. Those are the two.
So we also have The Mean One, which is a Grinch parody.
The Grinch horror thing.
Yo, I am so down for that.
So do you know they did the horror Winnie the Pooh thing, right? So
I'm trying to see that too.
But you know what's crazy is that the reason why they were able to get it was because there was a lapse in the trademark.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
So they jumped on it really quickly, and it's so funny.
I think because what was it? I think it went to they can't do the Disney version.
There it is.
They can't do the Disney version, but they can do the book version of Winnie the Pooh.
No, it is the Disney version. It's the Pooh Bear with the red shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Regular Pooh is open. You can do whatever you want. That's why they were able to Disney. That's why it's still Disney, but that's why they did that movie with.
So
Ewan
this
McGregor.
is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Yeah, he's yellow and he's got the red shirt. It's like legit because the one of the things lapsed.
When I tell you, I am here for unhinged B-list. Understand, I used to go out of my way to spend one day a week and just pick a bad B-list movie that was bad, but so bad that it was good. And these are the ones. These are the ones I'm committed to.
Blood and Honey has spun where someone's talking about that they're gonna do a version of Bambi. They're gonna do a version they're looking at all those characters to make it. That's gonna be. I feel that's gonna be the next horror trend. Is that what cute characters can we take from our childhood and just make them evil?
Yeah, because Disney wasn't gonna co-sign on that.
Banana Splits.
Oh yeah, they did the Banana Splits.
The
Banana Splits one where there was a horror one.
And it was cool that they jumped on that quick because I think what was it? They've been trying to do Five Nights at Freddy, but Banana Splits, yeah.
Yo.
I'm trying to understand why are we having Cocaine Bear?
It's actually based on true events.
Also,
I
think it's Ray Liotta's last movie that he was in before he died. So I'm here for it even more.
Ray Liotta died?
Yes.
When the hell did that happen?
Months ago. Months ago.
It happened in March, I think.
Months.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Sorry to break it to you.
Yeah, we Cocaine Bear. But yeah, Guardians, I sent you the trailer, but we're also gonna be talking about C because Val's put us onto the show. I want to thank you, Val, for putting us on the show.
Yo, you and Michelle are just sharing. Y'all are the same person right now. Y'all the same. I swear, y'all the same person. Also, see,
George, don't judge me. Don't judge me or Michelle.
George, judge away.
No. Listen, okay. So for C, when I first came on, when I was I think there was a misunderstanding with Seabass's communication. And he was like, you could pick any 2 topics of whatever you want, and we'll do it. Any 2 topics, whatever you want. Right? And then I come on the show and become permanent, right? And I tell them I finally figured out one of my shows, C.
Well, we're here.
and it's December, and we're finally getting to the show that I picked that we're now
sorry,
3
no.
seasons in.
So also, I would say one, it was
A lot of
this
shit
is
to
fault.
cover.
This
Yeah,
one's
Yeah.
fault.
It's,
Two,
I
it was
take the
also
blame.
scheduling a lot.
Yeah, scheduling and
Listen,
I think
it's scheduling and Seabass, but
It
my
was
fault.
not scheduling
it's my fault.
because
we had a
No,
lot
my
of
fault.
content to cover. We had a lot
Yeah,
of
but
content
we
to cover
would have
this
made
year.
it if Seabass was on it.
I am legit shocked.
I didn't know either. I didn't know, Michelle. Yes, exactly.
He
Blame
died
Seabass.
May 26th,
I know.
2022.
I see. I saw it. I just googled it.
Also, just for the Winnie the Pooh folks,
For those playing the home game,
for those playing the home game, the copyright lapsed in 2022 for Winnie the Pooh. It entered public domain in 2022. Now they can't do super Disney close, so he's not wearing red. He's wearing a lumberjack, and Piglet, who's also his partner in crime in here, is wearing all black. So they can still use Winnie the Pooh. They can still do all that. So there was
So it happens. I mean,
Yep.
I know Disney's probably going to be very close to their properties now. Like we can't let
whoever
expire.
let that slide, they got the job. That was all under the old CEO too.
No, I mean stuff. No,
Yeah,
I mean
yeah,
stuff.
Mhm.
Stuff enters public domain. They just got to do it, so it's gonna happen. Like
They got Disney-fy it.
like it's that in the 70+ years. It's a whole to do. So
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's but
They're like-
Disney kind of holds a monopoly on a lot of this shit. So
Well,
you know
Mickey
what?
Mouse.
Fuck 'em.
I think they've been working on it because I think Mickey Mouse almost entered public domain. There was a design of Mickey Mouse that almost entered public domain that I think people still are waiting for. And when that happens,
the first one, the rabbit, right? The one who looks like the
oh
rabbit.
no. That's
Chris comes
Oswald.
back
Oswald, they
and it doesn't
purchased
go
that.
well. Christopher Robin comes back. Oh no!
He went off to college, and he left them, and they
Is
go
that
on.
what the basis of the movie?
Yes.
Yes, he goes off to college, and they become feral. That's what happens.
Oh my
Wow.
god! I can't wait.
I'm so
Listen,
not watching that. It's
So
creepy as
like
hell.
understand. We had to watch like shady, like Rawhead Rex, whatever that was, and really bad anime. This is like 10 tiers above that, but still not like number one on anyone's list. It's number one on my list. I'll tell you right now, I'm going out of my way to watch these movies. But yo, like, just listen. Next year, 2023, we'll all get to get our new picks in. Our one or two of the year that we got to pick.
Or one or two, or two of one.
I'm still waiting for I still haven't picked the second
Oh,
one.
you
and-
still haven't picked the
and-
second one.
So mine's carries over. I get
Carried
3.
over. Just don't make it Teen Wolf. I'm not watching Teen Wolf.
No, that was my second one. It definitely is Teen Wolf. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh,
Thank you for reminding me.
No.
That definitely is my second
It's on
pick, and
Paramount Plus for
I
you.
think Law was on it with
Shut
me.
up.
So you know what? I won't even require for you to watch the season, but you definitely should watch that movie when it comes out.
I will watch the movie. I don't want to watch a bunch of seasons. What is
But you
it?
can watch the season,
I
So
can.
good.
I don't want to.
So good.
but it's good. I mean, it gets a
Did-
little
did-
silly
we talked
at times,
about
but it's
it does,
good.
and it's one of those 20-episode season things, right?
You don't do that.
they're not-
But you
they're
also,
like anime.
I did it
also-
once. I
you
did it
for
once.
Supernatural.
I did it for Supernatural, yes,
Ugh.
which was great. That was a lot of fun.
So is this. Listen,
You're gonna love
if
the
you
lore,
do- if
especially
you do
because-
not love like Derek Hale or fucking Styles. You're bugging.
Styles is the best in that show.
Styles is
and-
best boy.
but- and I think you will enjoy the lore behind it and every character and thing that supernatural thing you'll see. You're gonna want to
Johnny
know.
Cage, the original Johnny Cage, is playing
The
Styles'
sheriff,
dad.
Styles'
playing the-
father, yeah.
Yo, it's so great. Come on.
No, George, we're talking about the series that came out. It was it on MTV a few years
MTV.
back? Yeah,
Mhm.
Teen Wolf the series.
Yeah, not
And
Teen Wolf,
Paramount is coming out with a movie of it, sequel kind
so
of.
sad that Styles isn't in it.
Ah,
Like heartbroken.
I'm
Um,
a little bit upset about that, but I'm still gonna watch it. Sorry. Okay, my
Me,
bad.
me and
All right,
Tone,
I digress.
Me and Tone are like this. What's like Teen Wolf. Our Teen Wolf has to do with Michael J. Fox.
Look,
That's
if-
right.
No,
guys.
no,
It's-
you
Michael
know
J.
what?
Fox.
It's
I'm
this
recording.
side of your
Real
screen
Teen
and
Wolf.
this side of your
Hold on.
He is
screen.
the real Teen Wolf, Michael J.
Hold on,
Fox.
hold on. I'm gonna require it. That's my second pick. Teen Wolf the series. I'm doing it. I'm
I
calling
heard it here.
legislation.
Yeah, I heard it here.
You gave me
So,
green. This is
ne-
what you guys
ne-
are gonna be involved
So
with.
next year for Val's birthday,
What? We're not waiting till December of next year. This is a carryover from 2022.
All right, we got
It's
some
100 episodes, man.
Isn't it great? Isn't it great, Tom?
No.
That's
Oh,
something to
God.
look forward to.
Come on,
I
dude.
promise.
Nah, bro.
So if we gotta do that,
nah.
you have to watch Teen Wolf the movie with Michael J. Fox.
I have no problem watching that. I love that.
That's
movie.
not even a compromise, man.
And you gotta watch.
No,
Winnie the Pooh.
first of all, my pick was the compromise from before. So this is that's it. It's
I say
set
we
in
watch
stone.
the Teen Wolf movie.
That's right. No, the series. This is my
Okay.
second pick.
That's a lot of episodes, man.
It's gonna be great. I think we
A
should do it
lot
in
of episodes.
February.
February. You're absolutely fucking crazy.
So fuck.
I have other things I need to watch. I'm not starting Teen Wolf in the middle of December.
Okay, all right. So March.
I feel like you should start just to see if you'll even like enjoy it, because I think that's why you're like, because
Yeah.
you're not even committed to like enjoying it.
Exactly. Just watch the first season, and I bet you're gonna continue because the lore behind it is a
Oh,
lot
the
of fun.
first. Why is my shit so blurry? What the fuck?
I don't know what just happened.
You're wolfed out.
There it goes.
Oh my god.
All right. Sorry, guys. I digress. It's listen. That's it. It's over. It's part of our lineup, and we're all gonna
said
watch it.
when Val came on, she gets 2 picks, and we can't
It
invalidate
was
the
before I
second
even
pick.
came on.
Exactly.
It was before I even came on that I was given this promise, and the day we finally deliver.
Okay.
Oh,
I feel that you're taking advantage of the generosity of pick 2 things. You went with C,
wow.
which is 24 episodes versus
greatness.
now of greatness, and I enjoyed it.
Right.
And now
right.
I have to watch 100 episodes of a teen drama.
Yes.
Come on.
I'm trying to understand the conundrum here.
I think we need to find a happy. There's no other show you would want to talk about.
Oh, don't do it.
No.
Oh my god. Yo.
I think that
Don't worry, Tom.
you know what my other show could be? Ooh, the
I swear.
originals.
No, absolutely
Nope.
not.
Nope.
No.
Even I'm
No.
saying no.
No,
Exactly.
no.
So then Teen Wolf it is. There you go.
That's 92 episodes because that's up on people also search for when I looked up Teen Wolf. That's 92 episodes. Not to mention, if you're gonna watch the originals, you got to know what the fuck happened in the Vampire
With the Vampire Diaries.
So, like,
Exactly.
Please
Wait,
cut it out.
really?
Cut it out.
Are you serious?
Cut it out.
Yes, you do.
okay?
It's a
You do.
relationship.
Yeah,
It's
the
a relationship that
Klaus show-
kind of needs to go.
Klaus,
And the
Klaus
fact that
shows
you know
up.
that means you already seen it.
I watched Vampire Diaries for a good while, then we fell off because I was like, I was over. it.
Nah, the originals is so good though.
I
It
heard
takes
the
a-
originals is good. I heard.
it-
I heard the originals is good. It's just
I feel like
Yeah.
Toad is
so
trying
worth
so
it.
hard.
So worth it. I swear to God.
Listen,
Originals-
I tried to appeal to his better nature with lore.
No.
And he was like,
Teen Wolf it
how
is.
dare
Teen
you?
Wolf it is.
it's not that.
Teen
Just
Wolf
like,
it is. It works. Yay. Now into C.
I see you.
I have notes for C.
Yes, let's talk.
Val, since you brought up C, come on, hit us with the questions and all that. I
just
don't
go
have-
fucking blind.
I-
don't
I
know this
just-
shit.
I just have my opinions of a lot of different characters on the show, which I love the show.
Yeah, I feel like my
in
notes
the
are
first
opinions.
season we see we get introduced to the alchemy, this universe post-apocalyptic. There's no people born with sight anymore, and we see what happens to those who are. They're hunted as heretics, witches.
Mhm.
We have a crazy queen. We have
She gave Cersei a run for her money.
Yo, that's in my notes. I was like, yo,
She gave Cersei a run for her money.
she's sends what
like-
witch finders out, and then we have Jerem Morel, who is attempting to repopulate the world with sighted children.
homeboy guy is
By
ass.
fucking
Whooped.
everyone.
Yo,
Sorry.
I just want to add that
Oh
each
yes, George, go ahead.
I just want to add that I and see it felt like every season there was a flavor of the month villain, and then the queen, she was the major villain throughout the whole series.
Yeah, kind of.
We are on next week. Next week is our last episode, George.
Yeah.
Yep.
Val won't be here, but
Val
I
will not
won't
be on.
be.
This is Val's last episode of the year.
Si, senor.
But yeah, no. Go ahead, Val. Sorry.
What?
See, with the descriptions of
Oh,
everything.
I
Yeah,
was
the
just
Crazy
talking. I
Queen
just
and-
brought up. I was just talking about first season. I mean, the main things that happened in first season. We see the relationship start with the children, them growing up, and having to protect them. What happens if you are found out to be a witch? You get burned at the stake. And also them you see a different way of seeing, like how they do in the first couple episodes with the way he has the alchemy set up and protection in the mountains and with the rock fall
That scene
and how they fight. It's just really, really good.
The fight choreography of this series is
It was
up there
made
for
for
me
Jason
with
Momoa.
is up there for me like with Into the Badlands. Because Into the Badlands is like high energy, like that are like very precise movement. This they had to make. I'm sure they combined. It felt like they combined like capoeira with like Krav Maga and like
Thank you, George.
jujitsu, like all these things. Like I was just like, yeah, I'm here for it.
they made a world where Daredevil would
Later, George.
be would he probably be a big warrior there, or he probably would just be a minor player, because it's a crazy world like they did with the communications, the snaps, everything with the knots, just with the clicks and everything, just simple sounds and just the movements. I mean, every actor did superb with playing a blind character on the show, like even with Jason Momoa with his little like just shaking around his sword and all the way he was walking, and it's the slump walk and all that. So and it's like he wasn't. It's like you could tell his character was also paying attention to the environment around him, and you get that in conversations that he tries to have with his sons and his son in the first, second, and third seasons, with the way how he just grasps everything around him. I will say this:
his tracking technique, being blind, is better than those who can see.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Don't trust your eyes. Your eyes deceive you.
I will say this, and it's probably going to be a non-popular opinion about it, but the first season I didn't like Magra too much. She grew on me on the second season and the third, but the first season I was like, I don't like it too much.
I think with Magra is like you don't really like you're not. She's hiding like a core part of who she is. So like she's putting up this front of being a mother and hiding, keeping her kids away from this knowledge and all this other stuff. It isn't until she takes on what her responsibility is.
She's also a better Danny than Danny was.
Yeah, she has a great every character in this had a great story arc.
Yeah.
And
I don't
for 24 episodes, everything felt like it just had a full,
Even what's his name? Boots.
Yo, fuck Boots, bro. Fuck Boots.
Fuck that guy.
No, he got what he needed, what was supposed to come to him. But the fact that you still see his character and where he was necessary in certain parts.
Yeah.
I think that there's so many things to talk about. So the way the first season unfolded, where we see who Magra really is, why she's important, we see why the children are important and what happens. I mean, the way it like played through. I mean, Jason Momoa was born for this
how you
fucking role.
See the coldness of the Witchfinder General
to Mokta June. Oh my god, I love his character.
That's my dude.
Yeah,
like that, that is my fucking dude. And it gave like the definition of like morally gray, like lawful neutral character. Like he's just he's for all intents and purposes, he's a terrible person.
He's a Viserys, not Viserys. What's the bald guy? The eunuch.
Varys?
Yes, he's a Varys because of he's for the people. He's for what's right. Whether he believes in it or not, he's gonna do what's right at the end of the day. I think that's his what he came about towards the end.
I think he was more. I wouldn't say what for the people. I think it was more so for like whatever honor code he swore by.
Right.
Yeah.
So like he, and he made his decision when he chose what's his name what's her name as the queen at first, and blindly followed this whole thing, and then to be gone for many summers, and then to lose his family, like his whole life was this whole ideal, and he followed it to the T, to then lose everything that you were fighting for.
Like for 20 years, he said like he was in service of this like crazy woman, and then for her to do what she did, and just blatantly be like whatever about it, ain't no way he's gonna like stick around with it.
Plus, also too, it was interesting because he keeps referring to like when he died, like when in season 3, when he's trying to convince the other Witchfinders that there's just really nothing left but just blackness at the end. It's like you saw the change from his character, that he was this loyal dog. So like he started noticing that the queen, and then after he's like, what are you going to do? Like these Witchfinders were following you, but now you've killed their families and they have no homes to go to. And this was season 1. So you start seeing that switch flip. Like you thought he was going to be the villain, but it's like you start seeing the switch flip. And then in season 2, it was more like his kind of like redemption with showing him with the trust and all that.
You get the same vibe as Vegeta, where like Vegeta blew up planets. Vegeta like ended entire like nations and whatever the case is. And while he is a Z fighter, or whatever the case is, like it doesn't wash away. Like there's no amount of like good you can do that can wash away like what you did. And I think that's the same for him. Like he knows, especially when they went to, I think it was like second season, went to the village where he was like, I'm gonna stay on there. I'm gonna stay on there. I can't go in there.
I killed a lot of their people.
Yeah.
Like he was like, they will fucking kill me here. Nah.
But he was ready to also, because of, you saw like he was like alone in the voices. He was ready. He was like, you know what, I need to. But when Jason Momoa's character Baba Voss pulled him to the side, who Baba Voss by all means is
that
Baba
dude.
But he pulled him to the side. It's like, no, you got to live with this. It's like you have to live with this. That dying was the easy way out. And it's like, again, Tamak the June, one of the many characters in this show that had just such a great story arc from the way he started.
I want to say that I'm very proud of you because you said his name right, and I like. It was
Listen,
very
the names
jarring.
in this show are easy to say than they were in Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, I'm sorry, them names are fucked up.
I'm just saying, like, listen, I'm proud of you.
Oh,
we'll see. It's still early. I think he'll fuck up a couple. Let's see how it goes.
It's like the Deadpool for names right now.
Oh my god!
But yeah, it's. No, I mean, like I said, I mean, I guess it's because like how you're mentioning, like, Margaret trying to protect their children. All that. I don't know, her character I just didn't like too much in the first season, but I love how her character was growing because she did have a lot that she had to deal with, because it's like, the fact of the weight on her shoulder of actually being the one who was supposed to be the queen, to the defense of her children who are considered heretics in this world, and then I mean, just everything that these characters went through. I was just like, oh shit, I need more. I need another season.
That's the benefit of being able to binge it so quickly, is you don't have to wait from season to season.
Yeah, and you got solid honestly, 24 episodes of content and plot that move the story forward.
They didn't spend too long on a lot of things. That it worked so well.
I honestly didn't like that I binged it, because there's a lot of like episodes that you kind of need the space to digest from. Like there's so much that happens that you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So like for me to just jump into the next one, I was like, oh man, like that's why like for some parts I needed the break. I couldn't like just jump
season
right
3
back into it.
We watched these, so Jackie and I watched season 3 as it released week to week. So that was fine. And then because what I liked about it was that you got a full solid hour.
Yeah.
Like all those episodes, it was like, it was like, I'm here for an hour.
Yeah.
You watch 3 episodes, like, oh shit, it's 1:00 in the morning. And it's really good. But I felt like season 3 was good to watch episode to episode, because we were looking forward to what was going on. Where like the first 2 was like, okay, we want to watch it, keep going, because they had to raise the stakes so high with the revelation of like the bombs and what are they going to do and all that. So it was good to watch season 3 week to week.
I was always curious, like I was like, once you get to Ito, like what kind of villain do you get? And I was like, sure enough, the queen's gonna still be there. What is she gonna plot? And then I saw like the bombs, and I was like, oh, it's gonna be.
I knew
it's gonna be a messy third season.
Kofun is probably my pet peeve in this whole series.
I agree.
He pisses me off from beginning to end. He always finds ways for me to want to break his face because from season 1 he was a little chicken shit, kept getting caught and stupid shit. Season 2 he's very easily manipulated, very childish, doesn't want to fucking grow the fuck up. And then season 3 now he's a father of a child, and he's still, I mean, it makes sense where his character ended up going and choosing to be unsighted, right?
Right.
Now it makes sense, but the entire time I wanted to hurt him. He just made such dumb decisions. When he let Cyphs out, when they were going to kill her.
Oh my God.
I mean,
when I found out that he was the one that let her out, I was pissed. I was like, dude, the fuck is wrong with you, kid? Like,
No,
I mean,
it's like
both the
fucking issues.
Both the kids made stupid decisions, but none more than Kofun. Kofun was
Haniwa gets way more passes than
no, she does. No, I said that, but none more than Kofun. That's why I had to emphasize that, because Kofun, he, as much as like I wanted to really like defend some of Kofun's decisions, it's just you really think about it, and he's like, he makes some, and it's like you got manipulated by your aunt.
I mean, the thing is also I also understand he grew up on this village, where everything is just really ideal. It's just very simple. It's very, you know, he's has the protection of his father, his mom. It's not, he doesn't, he's quickly has to experience life once everything is taken away. Haniwa just adjusted a lot quicker.
Yeah.
And Haniwa also had it a little bit harder because she was also kidnapped, sold off to Ito. Well, does she really have it harder that way? Because she finds Ren there.
I mean, but it's still, you still.
I feel like Haniwa was more idealistic.
Mm-hmm.
Like she was all about just like consuming all of this and finding her people and going out and taking advantage of the sight that she was given, and you know where Kofun I felt used his sight as a crutch, which is kind of where it leads to what
when
Baba Voss said to him.
When Toad was training him, when Toad was training him, he was like, bro, like he was like, either you're gonna be like useless or you're gonna die. Let's see which one it was, which. And it was like, it was so good because it re-emphasized what his father had been telling him for years. It's like, yo, dude, you rely so much on your eyes. Why? Like everyone else doesn't, but you think you have your eyes to like help you, but they're just like they're a hindrance to you.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that was that whole training montage with Toad when he had him blindfolded, and it was like, yep, we can make a warrior out of Yet after like cutting him all that. But like,
I have a question.
Yes.
Which death affected you most?
Harlan.
Really?
Yeah. Harlan's tired.
I liked Harlan. Harlan was really.
Harlan was a tough one, but I liked how he died.
Yeah,
I liked how he died. He went out how he was supposed to, but
Harlan went out like a G. Paris.
I would say Paris.
I was big mad.
I was like, Paris was bullshit. I was like, how does no one know that Cyphs has this bone knife for 2 seasons now? Like, come on,
bruh.
Well, her sister knew by season 3, but no, yeah, like, Paris.
I don't think it was a bone knife because it was. She had this thing that was in her thing, like her sister.
Yeah,
but that's not what she killed her with. She killed her with like a.
That's what she killed her with.
That's what she killed her with.
She pulled it out and then did it's how she killed Boots. That's how she kills anybody. She does the same trick.
Wasn't it? Oh, I'm thinking of a different kill. What, she had like some little white thing that she fucking did like a quick little thing with. And don't worry about it.
I mean, yeah, Paris.
Paris death pissed me off. Bowlion also.
Bowlion, I was just going to mention that.
Season 3,
oh my God.
I was pissed. I'm like, no, not so soon.
Because that was a sudden.
But I do like the new character they introduced, his friend.
Ranger?
Oh, Ranger.
Yes,
I love Ranger.
I loved him.
I fucking love Ranger. He was so funny.
I love. He's like, "How do you hear me?" He's like, "Your knee cracks every second."
No,
He's
the
like,
shoving of
he's like, are
shit
you
in his
messing with me?
face.
Yo, oh my god.
The shoving of shit in his face was like really
Oh.
fucked up. They do this like that's like a tradition for them. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
I like the actor that plays Ranger has played so many fun characters, and
Mhm.
just seeing him play it, I was like, this is another fun character that he got to play. And this was a friend that you needed. He really did match Jason Momoa's and Baba Voss's energy. So it's like, oh, this is who Baba Voss could fuck with. This is who Baba
Yeah.
Voss would like go through to battle with and all that. Was your favorite villain in the show outside of the Queen? Because there was like always like
I would say Ito. I would say this is one of
Ito.
Dave Bautista's one of his best roles.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think this fit him so good. He did a good job at this vindictive, angry
And
asshole.
it's
Younger brother.
It's
Yeah.
such a good like start to finish like story for them, because even at the end, like how it went down, how he ended up
Mhm.
killing him, and he's just like, is it true? Did father want you to kill me? And he's like, yeah. And he's just like, fuck. Like, I have been holding this grudge against you for years now.
Mhm.
And even if Baba Voss didn't kill him, he knew that he couldn't go back as a loser to the tribe.
Right.
Just not happening.
he
So it was, oh man, it was heartbreaking, man.
It was die.
or be killed. He was gonna be
honestly,
It's like kill or could be killed in that
in
point.
my notes, better fight than Mountain versus Hound.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many comparisons
You're
I
right.
made to Game
Let's,
of Thrones.
oh yes, go
Like,
ahead. Let's
so-
hear some.
Hold on, ready?
yeah, because I don't
Let
feel,
me crack open my two post-it notes of notes. Cersei Cersei is the, like, Cersei wants to be what Queen, whatever her fate
Margaret.
came. No, not
Sibith.
Margaret.
Sibith.
Sibith.
Sorry.
Sibith.
Like,
So-
Cersei, you hate Cersei, but like,
But no more
she's
than
not gonna-
nah,
she-
Sibith
Yo,
does not
Sibith?
hold a candle. Cersei doesn't hold a candle to Sibith. Like it's
Sibith
just
is vile. Like, you're just like, oh my god.
Sibith is she's such a fucking good evil
Oh
character.
yeah,
though.
Michelle, you should watch the show, even though
Michelle,
we're spoiling it for you
Absolutely.
completely.
Oh yeah,
It's
we're
Watch
spoiling
really
it
good.
greatly, but
It's really
it's only
good.
3 seasons. Jason
24
Momoa is made for
24
this role.
episodes. Yeah.
24
So
episodes.
good, though. Yeah.
I said Tamak the June is a real one. Haniwa is like, has to be one of the best archers. Like, whenever you go like Legolas and all these other guys, Katniss, everything, put Haniwa in that fucking category.
She ain't better
'Cause
than
the-
Legolas. You're bugging. But
Yeah.
Wow,
Come on, dude.
wow.
Come
What I'm
on.
saying is,
Come
she
on.
can be in best
She could
She's
be
archers.
also she's
yeah,
also not better than
Katniss.
Katniss either.
I mean, we're
Like,
talking
come
about
on.
a different dystopian future.
she ain't better than Katniss. What are you talking about? She's
Not better than Katniss.
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely
No,
not.
I don't think. I
Absolutely
think.
not.
I
Katniss
think-
came out the womb with a bow and arrow.
Yeah. See, the thing is, Haniwa for me,
Bro.
Haniwa still isn't as good as unsighted people.
Yeah.
She wants to be, but she still has a lot of her own ideals that holds her back.
She's her own worst enemy
I
sometimes.
don't know.
Yeah.
I would put her in there because, especially like the last like 2 big fights that she was in, like you saw the close combat, like archery style that she had, and I was like,
Right,
can't-
but there were
you
other
can't
times where
just,
I'm like,
like-
bitch, shoot him! Like, what are you doing? Like, there were times where you see, especially in the last hurrah, where Baba's like, stay here, let me do this. There was points where I'm like, like, you supposed to fend some of these off from him, and I was so mad. I'm like, she was slacking at certain points, but
we'll put a pin in Haniwa for now.
all right, okay.
Take,
I don't-
take that note, throw it in the trash. I don't
Yeah, 'cause
Ito and Baba were better than Mountain and Hound.
Yeah,
Yeah,
better
that
than
I
Game
agree.
Roll.
You
I
had
agree.
you had a better ending to their fight because it felt like you
Uh,
got closure. You didn't
Yeah.
get that with the Mountain and Hound.
Well, no, there was no closure. They fell
No,
apart.
they fell
Fucking Red
fucking-
Keep.
Margaret was a
fire.
better Danny. Like, had a better arc of like, for the people, like
Yeah,
trying to make the best out of a shit situation.
Yeah.
Like, you saw her
I think it's
peer.
hard.
You
I
saw
think
her
it's
peer.
hard.
You saw her
I
peer
think-
into the darkness and was like,
No. I think you're comparing her to the wrong Game of Thrones character. I think you should be comparing her to Sansa, because Sansa goes through this whole arc of going through it and becoming a queen, where Dany isn't for anybody. She's for herself.
Right.
She's ultimately for herself.
I like that comparison better.
You know,
Then-
obviously there's some trials and tribulations that she does not go through that Sansa goes through, but that whole arc of growing into who you're supposed to be and
I would say
she
I
was
would say
supposed to
she's
be queen from jump.
I would
And
say she's
Tamaka
more.
June's the reason why that she didn't get that position.
Yeah. I would say,
Sorry.
Dan, you could probably compare her to maybe Tormata, who wanted to get power, because that was really if you really think about it, all the villains in this
Tormata
series.
is a Dany?
I would say a little bit, but it's I would say all the villains, if you really look at it, including Boots, they all wanted to grasp it to power. Boots thought his sight was going to get him power. That's why he did the things that he did, because when he saw that they all bowed to her, Margra, that's when he locked her family in that cave. And it was
but why? But why then go against her with Sibith, who's locked up?
That was the midwife that got into his head. The lady who was in prison with Sibith, and she got into his head. Yeah, she got into his head when she got her face bashed in. Again, that's another notch on the Sibith.
And then he slept with Sibith, and Sibith must have something, because
people love her shit.
Yo,
well, yeah,
it's that crazy pussy. I'll tell you.
No. Season one, when she was like,
Toxic
I need to
as hell.
pray.
I need to pray. Oh, first of all, I think does that happen in the first episode or some shit?
She gets the first 3 episodes.
She's masturbating or she gets head. What the fuck?
No, she's masturbating the first time. The second time she's in it.
I thought it's the other way around.
No, it's first time she's masturbating, second time she's getting head.
And that's how she prays to the gods.
She prays to the god flame.
To the god flame. That's how she got Tormata to bow to her god. In the bed. It's like,
I will say, as messed up as that family is, especially we're gonna look at Kofu. Yeah, that boy, something ain't right with him. That is one of the best families we've seen on like this kind of fucked up dystopian whatever. One of the best families, I would say. Yeah, despite you got
well, I think how Baba Voss raises his kids and him and Margaret in general, and the whole idea of giving his daughter this freedom to go so that she comes back. I mean, this is what Jackie was saying, because I didn't make these points. And Kofun was like, I need my dad. I need my daddy. I need my daddy before I can walk. And then but I also like that Baba Voss made the conscious decision to raise his son differently than he was raised, not to have that aggression, not to have that violence, not to have any of those tendencies and skills, but to be caring and intelligent and emotional, and all the things he didn't have, he gave to his son.
He raised him to be like Margaret, and they raised Hanua to be like
I don't think
Baba.
It was more about a difference in she just picked up more of Baba.
They said Baba said at some point, in one of the later episodes, you have a lot of your qualities of your mother. That's why, right? So that's why,
to me,
even though your sister's mad at you, no,
it's we know you soft, you're not as strong, and your sister's more like me. But just talk to the bitch. That's what I took out of that. You know what I mean? That's kind of how how I got it. Am I wrong? No,
she almost popped the cap in his ass.
Yeah, but he got to be the soft one to go ahead and talk to her. You know what I mean?
My last two before I toss this out is fuck Jordan Morel's kids. Fuck all them little bastards. They are fuck all of them. Fuck all of them.
Well, I mean, why?
Wait.
Why?
They were delusional
Paris
by their
Toad
shit father.
were the love story that we were denied. That's it. I'm out. We're done.
I love that statement. Paris and Toad should have happened. Oh my god.
Well, it did happen in the cave.
It did for 2 seconds.
It didn't really happen
in the cave.
Laid up.
Oh my lord! What did I do?
Listen, Jordan Morel, man,
that was the most tame meme you've ever seen.
I was so happy when Jordan Morel got blinded. I hated that dude.
Oh, that was such.
Oh my god!
Again,
that
it's a villain.
That whole fight was fucking
That just even
gold.
solidifies Baba Voss even more. Like every time I saw him fight, and I was impressed before, I was impressed more.
That fight was like, yo, I don't give a fuck. You got sight, you got guns.
My favorite fight with Baba was when he went to get his son when they were taken by the other trackers.
Oh yes, the
was
slavers.
That was nothing. How he used the sword and how he went around to slice the neck and just like held them and just went. I was like, dude, that is nuts. I felt it. I was like, oh, he is making Baba make sure you're dead.
Got more amazing every single time, man.
But back to like Jura Morel again. He's another villain who wanted power, and it was his sight and everything. He wanted power. If you look at it, everybody wanted
this
power.
Dude thought he was a second Jesus, bro.
Yeah,
come on now.
For real.
Yeah,
he thought he was Kanye.
Yeah. Oh my god.
He did.
Jura Morel, I mean, I'm not mad at the kids, the younger kids. They, they only know what they know, right?
Yeah.
But the older kids is like they were really feeding.
They were really brainwashed too, and it's like even his eldest son, when he was giving away letting Haniwa be taken, in a way he was questioning him, but he's like, you know what, you're my dad, whatever, and it's like
what's best.
Yeah,
I don't blame the kids for Jura Morel, right? Also, the fact that the daughter, when they help escape them in the last season, and she comes back with the info of where she can go to and find other people like her. I found that an interesting add-on to Haniwa's eventual end of her story. I just felt like she wanted to isolate the sighted as being better, and as opposed to, I don't know. I have issues with Haniwa's character in certain parts, but
no, I agree. It felt very much like she kept going down this whole route of like, really honing in on the whole different thing, and like different. True, you have sight and everything, but like you can't just go and assume that you're better than everyone. People have been living
right.
Like just because you have a function that majority of the population doesn't have, doesn't mean you can't contribute and come together. Like sight is coming back into the world, and there'll be less blind people and unsighted, not blind. There'll be less unsighted people in the world as generations go on. But you can't. That's the problem. It's the same problem. You're going to go in the same circle of like sighted people destroying the world and unsighted people killing sighted people, and like it's a never-ending circle. So just hopefully, I mean, we'll never get another season, but that would have been an interesting spin for her to kind of go through that and seeing where her beliefs lie. But I think I didn't want to watch the show without Jason Momoa either, so I'm good.
Yeah, no, I'm good after this.
Like
I do not need a
fucking
sequel.
Boss. Like,
bruh.
If anyone could be like, yo, this is my, like, I'm gonna go out on my own terms. Like, you even saw with Jamonta, he was like, when Margot was like, you're a little jealous of him, or you're a little envious of him, aren't you? He's like, can't say no. Like,
Jamonta? Yeah.
Because it was like, what did she say? She was like,
he had a warrior.
He was like, that's how you wanted to go out. Like she said, his whole life he was chasing that, and then she looked at him, and he was just like, yeah, like that's what he told me too. Like he wanted to go out on his own terms, and you knew Tamaka wanted to like have that same sense. So especially with someone like him who's had such like so much blood on his hands, it's almost like a Black Widow thing where it's like there's nothing that can clean your ledger.
Right.
But the fact that he lived and is now still serving her and like trying to rebuild, I'm with it. I'm here for it.
I think he's that voice.
I love his character.
Yeah. He's definitely that voice for Magra when she's like getting to that point where she's upset, and he like brings her back like with reality and stuff like that. He's definitely the voice. He's definitely like you would consider he is her hand. Like, kind of like the hand of the king. That's what really he is. And he has her back.
To the other side. Like, again, like she kept looking and peering into the darkness. And everyone goes, like, once you go there and you stare for too long, someone's going to reach back at you. And he's been there.
He's a good advisor in that sense.
Absolutely. Like, he's
and
like,
his character's grown. After his death, supposed death, he realized that blind following doesn't work.
Right.
and he also knew what they know is different from what he believed. What's the reality from what he believed is different now, and
Right.
he was able to turn or see the better of what should be, unlike a lot of the other witchfinders who was
Well,
not
yeah,
really with it.
you see that change in his blind faith because remember, at one point he was going to jump and kill himself because his queen commanded it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because Sibif had commanded it. And then that whole change in his belief system and everything because of that, it's like again, it's a beautiful character arc. You saw the growth of that character. He felt like this one shot villain you were getting in the beginning, but he wasn't. He just
Right.
it's like at the very end of the show, it's like damn, like full circle.
Right. When he died, I'm like, what's going on? What's going to happen here now? Well, like, who's going to be the bad guy? But there was so much more that they gave.
They gave him like almost a surrogate father role to her because
Yes.
like
Mhm.
you know
Yeah.
obviously he revered her father. You can tell that he revered her father, and that's why he kept comparing her.
Mhm.
The other thing I love that he pointed out was when he told her like parts where he was like, you need to be a queen and you're acting like a mother, or vice versa, where she would like try to rush out to battle and he's like, you are queen of this nation, you can't go out because then all of my fighters are going to be worrying about protecting their queen and
Yep.
not about the task at hand. And I was like, ooh,
Yeah,
shit.
let's talk about that battle on the hill. That battle on the hill.
my
I mean, it showcases
God.
everybody's fighting skill, even to mock the June and oh my fucking
Yo,
Which battle on the hill?
the one where Ito's army took on
Season 2. Season 2.
dude, so
The one in the
On the frozen
walkway?
lake.
Oh, yeah,
On the
yeah.
frozen
Okay,
lake.
okay, okay,
can we
okay,
talk
okay.
about the
Yes.
strategic planning,
For,
the fucking full dick swing, like yo, time out. How you gotta understand? I'm watching this shit, and like the fact that they're like, oh no, they're gonna come on our turf, we're gonna come on our, and then they're like, how are we gonna win? And you just see mad hidden tribes coming out like, we're here for Jordan, we're here for blah blah blah, and you're just like, oh, it's about to be a problem. Come in, him back to back with this dude. Oh my god, it was great. I fucking loved every minute of it. So good.
to mock the June is silent.
What?
Silent and deadly.
Plus, I love their bickering because he's like,
Yeah.
yo, are you good? You know how to light a fire? Yes, I know how to light a fire.
No, it was that entire episode. The way this show is even shot, like each episode has so many moving pieces, but it doesn't feel confusing in any way. And it flows so well. Like, because I would watch 2 or 3 at a time because I hated the week to week. I would never know I was done with an episode before it was coming. I'm like, oh my God, I'm ready for the next one, kind of thing. So the way that episode flowed in the camera and seeing people ready to fall, and then Ren realizing the severity of how they're going to lose. Ren sells the reality of everything before anyone else realizes it, and she was a good character too.
Yeah,
I loved Ren
a little bit,
so
but she was a good
much.
character.
She grew more in season 3. Season 2, she was more of a supporting character. She came into her own in season 3 when she realized what was going on with Termata. But she was all about following Ito because Ito was like her father, was a father to her. And she kept saying like, I can't leave my nation because my family's here. And when she was forced to leave because of Termata, that things changed.
The fact that like she was so scared to show or to tell Ito that she's sighted, and then Ito was like, "Don't worry about it. Like I would never endanger you, and I wouldn't like let that happen until like it was safe." Like that, I was like, "Yo." Ito's like Ito right now is season
but he
2's
also
bad
saw
guy,
the
but he's
value
not
of
a bad
her.
right.
But I think with Ito though, there was a special place in his heart for Ren had a special place in Ito's heart because when she showed him how she had sight by solving the puzzle, and he could have done anything he wanted with Ren, but he he had a very special heart for her. It was like his
You
daughter.
can almost see that
I don't know about
that
that.
she had a special place, because from the beginning when we see her and her interaction with Ito, from the rip, she's always like questioning him or always like kind of being insubordinate, and you're like, yo, you have a lot of lip for someone who's just an underling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, other people would just get straight up like, yo, you're gonna get shit duty or whatever the case. You're gonna
Yeah, I
get
believe
punished.
he would have fucked someone else
Right,
up. If
you know,
the way
like,
it
but
ended.
you knew, like,
I
all right,
mean, he trusted her to watch over her niece, which actually doesn't
Right.
really matter because he was going to use her as a sex slave anyway to make sighted babies. You know what? I don't know about how much.
so like again, Ito is a terrible person who just happens to have some sort of a fleck of good in him.
But he's not as terrible as the queen, because the queen, got hooked up with enough, and he was like,
Fuck
"Oh,
the
don't
queen,
worry."
bro.
He was like, "Don't
Like,
worry, you're not gonna get it from your uncle."
Listen, it goes
It's the
fuck
queen.
the queen.
Again, she
Boots
gives
is like
Cersei-
right behind her, and then we got Jorah Morel. Like, fuck those three people in particular, all day, every day.
for sure as Boots
Agreed.
was there, everybody's like, "Yo, fuck Boots, fuck Boots."
Yo, like,
Boots wasn't there that long, but he still
oh
had.
my god, he
had
left
that
such a
impact.
bad
Like,
taste
you
in
are,
our mouth. Boots was
Yeah.
100% the dude that you're like, yo, who's gonna beat your ass? Like, somebody gotta beat your ass.
No,
And
Boots was annoying, man.
The fact
After-
that
after
the
that
queen was the
stupid
one that got him.
After that stupid shit with the cave, I was like, yo, I don't like that. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy, Boots.
Fuck this guy.
Fuck
I
this
was
guy.
hoping
Stupid
that,
scarecrow-looking motherfucker.
I was hoping that he would have lasted long enough, because I think Charlotte.
I
would've
wanted
fucked him
Baba
up.
to kill him. I wanted Baba to kill him.
Yeah,
But
Charlotte would have like had a
oh,
fucking
Charlotte.
field day.
And- yes, so
Charlotte,
these
Charlotte
ladies.
was so good, man.
Oh my god, what was their name? The organization,
I forget.
the Protectors of the Sighted
I don't
Children that
remember.
Paris
I
was from.
forget. Yeah, but
I'm
yo,
gonna look it up.
when you first
Charlotte
started finding
was
out about Paris and
nasty.
shit, like, she was like, "Yeah, I used to be about this life." That I was in third. I was like, "What?" Yo, Paris.
I knew
the
there was
real
something
one.
more to Paris than we see in season one.
Right,
Obviously.
right.
Yeah.
Right, and what the hell was she?
Gifted sight, beyond sight.
Oh my god.
Oh, and then I like the differences that they showed between the two nations, because like it's like what was the nation that Ito was from again? I forgot the name of it.
Travantians.
The Travantis. You see the difference between the two nations, Travantis and Paya. And Travantis just felt like this, like Travantis felt like the Fire Nation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a good way. Yeah.
In how industrial they were and how they operated their military, like everything felt so rigid. And like, granted, like, so was the other one, but it felt like you have like one very pious, like religious, the compass. There were, you have like a very religious, very like fanatical one side, and then you have a very like government and like we're the best nation involved. Fuck everybody else, kind of. And you're just like, oh shit.
But
I would
the
not
one thing.
like. I would not want to be in the in between of those two guys.
But that was the one thing I think that made Travantis much more of a threat than Paya, is because they had a 3 governing body, whereas like you have one representing the people, one representing the coin, and one representing the army, where the queen was just the head of her. That was it. It was just one person who ran that nation.
Mm-hmm. I think what the new Paya, what's his name spot was probably what was the most thing that you would see in between when the queen destroys the dam. That her kingdom there was overly religious. She ruled a specific way. She comes in, takes over Harlan's spot, and that was more like he was into trade with Travantis, although he followed Payan way and their leadership. He still dealt with Travantis, and he was like a kind medium until she comes in and tries to take over.
Fuck this world up.
His spot.
Yeah, I mean, Harlan was he did what he needed to do to stay on the radar. And he was like, because he built that whole city that he from the ground up.
Pensa.
He was always a Pensa. He was all about Pensa. And like his brother was doing the trade too, and it was crazy. They sent him back his brother's head. I was like, oh shit. And again, even like after his death, when they found the math, you saw how Harlan had an escape plan. He always had a plan, and that was just Harlan's character. He was like, I don't. Again, it hit me when he died, but like he went out like a G too. It's like again his whole arc from when you first meet him, you think that he's this asshole who's going to probably. You felt like he was going to Littlefinger people, but he wasn't that. He was not that. He was more just, and especially it showcased too.
He
when
loved
he came
Margot.
yeah. He put his own happiness on the side because of his love for Margaret too, because he could have killed Baba Voss. He could have had something happen to Baba Voss.
He could not have killed Baba Voss.
He wouldn't have done it. He wouldn't have done it. He would have got away with it.
He would have died.
No one in this world will kill Baba Voss. Oh my god! And he was just
Baba Voss kills Baba Voss.
Yo,
yes, exactly.
he was ripping people's heads open.
Bruh.
Yo, the what was it? The cannibal that he was fighting, the big dude, and how he just like bore into his wound and it started. I was like, dude, I'm like, Baba Voss is a bad dude. Bad dude.
Mm-hmm.
So overall consensus, guys, because I'm hearing. Thanks, Val. This was a great show. I just want to say.
Can I just
you're welcome.
Can I just say that I was watching it before you recommended it, but I just couldn't find it, and now I did it again. So I was already Team C. Just want to put that out there.
Okay, and
it was a good show.
I know Tony enjoyed it when he was watching. He was like, "Yo, Momo was made for this shit." Seabass was the only holdout.
He finally came through.
Yay. Listen, I'm sorry guys. It was my delay, but we will be watching now Teen Wolf because
This is going so well.
Time out. Since you both are here, we're not doing Avatar. I hope you know we're not reviewing Avatar. I saw that.
I'm gonna still see it. I'm still gonna see it.
You guys can watch it.
No. Val added anything that's coming out, so we are aware of what's coming out.
Yeah, it just looks better, especially with our calendar where we can see what's going on and what we want to talk about by what's going on in that time frame.
Okay, because it looked like it was scheduled for a Tuesday, and I was like,
no.
Wait.
That being said, I think that if it gets really good reviews, we should talk about it. If it gets very good reviews, just like how we weren't going to talk about the Batman.
Yeah, no, we did schedule it for the return episode.
Just like how we said we weren't going to talk about the Batman, and then the Batman came in hot, and it was like every single person said it was the best thing in the world, and we did it.
The Batman, I never said I wasn't going to talk about it.
I promise you, I will pull a Pong in Wikipedia.
I mean, it looks like here, January 10th episode, maybe about Avatar when we come back. But that's up for debate. We can see what happens.
Yeah, you can always hoodbox it.
I'm not watching it. I promise y'all I'm not watching it. I promise y'all I'm not watching it.
You hate it.
Well, if you don't want to watch it, we don't have to talk about it.
Or you can just sit there too.
I could just sit there and smile and be pretty and just moderate from the back.
No.
Like I said, let's see. I do want to see it, but I'm not going to go out to see it if it's not critically like everyone's like it's James Cameron.
I'm gonna watch it because I missed the opportunity to watch it in the movie theaters the first time around. So I do want to watch this one in the movie theaters. I'm pretty sure it won't be as spectacular the first time around. However, I'll watch it.
I think it was spectacular the first time around because of the technology they used at the time. That's what it was.
This time around, sleep in the movie, woke up, and the movie was still going on.
So
it was not bad.
So James Cameron said that he has to be in the top 4 movies in order to break even with the budget.
Yeah, he put so much money into it.
Yeah.
And he's making a third one.
He had slated like 5 or 6 or some craziness like that.
But why did it take so long to make?
It didn't take so long to make. He literally just waited until the technology was available. Like that's his, like he started making it when he started making it, but he had the scripts ready to go, but he wasn't going to make Avatar 2 until he felt the technology was ready. I don't know what he's trying to do, because I know that the 3D was like the big to do because he used the depth perception of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what technology he needed for this movie.
Maybe he's trying to future-proof it.
I mean, unless I'm going in there and I'm getting sprinkled with fucking water and in the
That's
in
a
the
4D
the
experience.
4DX.
You can do the 4DX.
yeah. I actually
You
never
get some sprinkle and air washing.
That
Just
budget
don't wear
balloon,
shorts.
especially since he had the actors that they actually have was it underwater times longer than seals. So that's like they're able to hold their breath that long. And I was like, and then I think what was it that he had shown something about like difference, like how they wanted to shoot the underwater scenes that they're all underwater. There's no CGI when it comes to the CGI water because they were like it looked bad with Aquaman. So it's
well, I mean, it just felt like it didn't exist. Like like Telecon looked incredible underwater because something like Lupita like fucking became a deep sea diver. Essentially, is what she did. But there's a big difference between what Black Panther did and what Aquaman did in regards to the water. It felt like there was just it felt like they were just on land and their hair was up in the water.
Yeah, no, I think visually Aquaman just looked horrible. But it's much better than the air bubbles to get them to speak.
I know. We need to make an air bubble
consultation. That's a constellation of it, right?
I was like, Christ.
But I think Telecon was a much better process in how they did the underwater village and the city and everything. It looked very good.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what technology is trying to do. I'm down to see it.
See what Little Mermaid looks like now.
I'm confused on like there's like a whole bunch. There's some characters who are coming back because they're now in Avatar bodies and stuff. So we'll see.
Well, Sigourney Weaver's character, she's playing a young girl. She's playing
no. We don't know if it's her or if it's just a voice because we know Sigourney Weaver's voicing her, and then we know that the main bad guy in the first one,
he's
comes back in the Avatar body.
Oh God, why didn't they just kill him?
Because you have avatars. I remember when he first came out, everyone was like, he should be Cable.
Yeah.
Everyone was fan casting him as Cable.
You know what he reminds me of? I don't know if I can't think of the name of it, but do you guys remember this toy movie of
Small Soldiers?
Yep.
Is that what it is? Is it Small Soldiers or Toy Soldiers?
With the toys that come to life because they got that chip.
You got the army ones and you got the
That's what
he
reminds me of. You guys know what I'm talking about then, right?
The main. Yeah. Archer was my guy.
It's definitely Small Soldiers. Yes, that's who he reminds me of. Absolutely.
That was a fun movie.
And definitely big recommendation. If you haven't seen it, Wednesday is
I started it in Puerto Rico. My friend's daughter was like,
I'm gonna watch it now that I have some sort of clearing on my list.
I have to add that to the calendar. Guys, I need you guys to give me stuff to add so we have like a clear breakdown of what's to come.
Let's do it.
When you have the chance. Please and thank you.
All right, so Val, say bye until next year because you're leaving us.
Yes, you're leaving us till next year. Well, yeah, because next week's our season finale.
Because you don't love us that much.
No. So first of all, just so everybody knows, full disclosure, one of my homegirls is taking me out for my birthday. We're gonna go see a Broadway show, which is why I'm not gonna be in next week.
Oh yeah, you do it. What show?
Something with Juliet. Hold on.
But yeah, next week is our season finale. We are coming back January 10th.
Mm-hmm.
January 10th will actually be our 200th
and
episode.
Juliet.
200 episode January 10th. 200. Fuck.
Yo, it's been a long fucking ride.
Where you been going?
But I'm excited.
Well, this is graduated from the days on being in a dark basement of that first episode. So like sitting around a table on the couch on like damn 200. But season finale, holidays are coming up, guys.
Next week you guys are talking anime, no?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm missing a good one.
Yeah, man. I'm sorry.
Man. Have you seen Cyberpunk yet?
Spy
No.
Family, Cyberpunk.
But Bleach I've been up on, and also
Bleach.
Chainsaw Man I've been up on, and I'm still
My
trying
Hero.
to catch up on Boruto.
We'll probably do another anime recap
We have to
episode
because
in
there's
January.
so much
because
stuff
it's
that's
a-
come out within the last 2
because
seasons.
I have so much Bleach to catch up on. And then by
Yeah,
then change
yeah,
more.
What do you mean?
Yellow-
What's so much?
Yellow, buy yourself on that Bleach train.
Yeah.
First of all, Bleach is worth a watch, except for the bounce season.
No.
But-
I just didn't get into it. It wasn't. I knew it was part of the hype when Naruto came out. I just did not get into Bleach. Just didn't
Everyone
get
Got
picked one. You guys picked Naruto. I picked Bleach. It is what it is.
I was a Naruto head, but Bleach I got into a few years back, and I binged it and fell in love with it. Then I started reading mangas. So the 1,000-Year Blood War, I already know what to anticipate. But I'm excited to see it animated, especially Kenpachi's Bankai.
Wait for that new
So-
season of Demon
Yo,
Slayer. That's all I want right
Kenpachi's
now.
Bankai. I have never been more excited about something in my
I am
entire life.
super
This
excited
man
to see this
Is the
animated.
definition of Black Air Force energy, and he's about to wash people. Oh
Bruh.
my god,
I don't even know. Kenpachi's character is probably one of my favorite characters
that boy is
in
a
the whole Bleach.
problem.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Anyway, thank you, Michelle.
Guys,
I
it's been a
will.
fun episode again.
Yes.
Happy birthday, VMAC. Happy birthday, VMAC.
No, you guys.
Congratulations on another journey around the sun.
There you
I
go.
appreciate that, guys. Thank you,
Happy
thank you,
birthday,
thank
dude.
you.
Happy birthday.
It's been a super fun year, guys, and I'm so glad I'm joined the crew.
Yes.
I want to wish you guys a very happy new year on air. I know I'm going to speak to you guys before then, but
Oh, wait till Super Bowl.
That's next year though.
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm not going to see you guys on the show for the next few weeks, and not until after we come back in the new year. So it's been super dope. Love you guys, and I'm looking forward to what we got to come.
Woo.
Yay.
With that, we will take the show out, guys. Have a beautiful night. This has been your boy Sebastian.
Been your boy Law.
You both Tone from across the hall.
And
Of course, last but not least, Vmac. Tune in next week with the guys for our anime episode and season finale. Have a good night, guys.
have a good night,
Beautiful
guys.
B music. 3, 2,